यदि किसी काम को करने में डर लगे तो याद रखना यह संकेत है कि आपका काम वाकई में बहादुरी से भरा हुआ है। डर हमें यह बताने का एक तरीका है कि हम कुछ महत्वपूर्ण करने जा रहे हैं। This saying tells us something important about fear. Fear is not just an obstacle, it is a signpost. Our fear is a signal. It is a natural response that highlights the significance of the task ahead. It tells us that the task in front of us is not small or insignificant. It is something that requires our full attention and effort. Fear, in its own way, is a guide. It directs us towards challenges that are worth taking on. It points us towards challenges that are worthy of our effort. These challenges help us grow and become stronger. Like a mountain climber facing a steep ascent, the fear we feel reflects the magnitude of the task ahead. It shows us the scale of what we are about to undertake. But it also hints at the immense satisfaction that awaits us at the summit. The greater the challenge, the greater the reward. When we allow fear to paralyze us, we stay stuck. We miss out on the opportunities that lie beyond our comfort zone. But when we choose to be brave, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. We discover new strengths and achieve things we never thought possible. Imagine a tiny seed buried beneath the earth. It is surrounded by darkness, and the weight of the soil presses down upon it. Yet within this seed lies the potential for a magnificent tree. All it needs is the courage to break free from its shell, to push through the darkness and reach for the light. Like that seed, we all carry within us the potential for greatness. But to reach that potential, we must first be willing to face our fears. Think of a child learning to ride a bicycle. The fear of falling is real, but with each attempt the fear begins to recede. This is the transformative power of facing our fears. Let me share a story about a young girl named Rani. She lived in a small village surrounded by lush green fields and towering mountains. Rani was a bright and talented girl, always curious and eager to learn new things. But she was also incredibly shy. She often found it difficult to express herself in front of others. Speaking in front of others was her biggest fear. The mere thought of it made her heart race and her palms sweat. One day her school announced a talent show. It was the talk of the town and everyone was excited. Rani longed to sing on stage, to share her voice with the world, but the thought of facing the audience filled her with dread. Days turned into nights, and she couldn't shake off her fear, and the talent show drew closer. The excitement in the air was palpable, but so was Rani's anxiety. Rani battled with her fear, her mind constantly in turmoil, her desire to share her talent wrestling with her shyness. She knew she had to make a decision soon. Finally, she decided to confide in her grandmother, hoping to find some solace and guidance. A woman known for her quiet strength and gentle wisdom. Her grandmother listened patiently, her face full of understanding, her eyes twinkling with understanding. With her grandmother's encouragement, Rani started practicing. She practiced every day, slowly building her confidence. The day of the talent show arrived, and Rani stood backstage, her heart pounding in her chest. She had been preparing for this moment for weeks, but now that it was here, the reality of it all felt overwhelming. The noise of the crowd seemed deafening, and for a moment she was tempted to run back to the safety of the wings. The sea of faces, all waiting expectantly, made her feel small and insignificant. But then, she remembered her grandmother's words and the weeks of practice she had endured. Her grandmother had always told her that courage wasn't the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Taking a deep breath, Rani stepped onto the stage. Each step felt like a mile, but she kept moving forward, driven by a determination she didn't know she had. The lights were blinding at first, but as her eyes adjusted, Rani saw the expectant faces of the audience. She could feel their energy, a mix of curiosity and anticipation. And in that moment, something shifted within her. She realized that this was her chance to share her voice, her story with the world. The fear was still there, but it no longer controlled her. It was just a part of the experience, a part of the journey she was on. With a trembling voice, she began to sing. The first few notes were shaky, but she pushed through, focusing on the music and the message she wanted to convey. As her voice soared through the auditorium, the fear gradually melted away, replaced by a quiet confidence. She felt a connection with the audience, a shared moment of vulnerability and strength. When the last note faded, a wave of applause washed over Rani. She stood there, smiling with relief and happiness, knowing that she had found the courage to bloom. So the next time you feel fear creeping in, remember Rani's story. Remember the seed, pushing through the darkness to reach the light. Remember that fear is not a barrier, but a signpost, pointing you towards growth and self-discovery. Don't let fear hold you back from pursuing your dreams. Choose courage over comfort. Choose growth over stagnation. Choose the challenge, for it is in the challenge that you will find your greatest rewards. Go out and embrace the challenge and watch yourself bloom.